Welcome to our regular meeting of the Eagle Pass Independent School District, regular meeting of the month. Today is Monday, May 13th. It is 5:51 p.m. and we call this meeting to order. Mr. Mijares, will you please lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to thee, Texas, one state under God, one indivisible.
Thank you, Mr. Mijares. Now we will have roll call. We have Ms. Hilda P. Martinez, Vice President, present. We have Dr. Alvarez, Secretary, present. We have Victor E. Perry, Trustee, present. Mr. Samuel Mijares, our Superintendent. Mr. Victor Cerda, our Attorney, and myself, Jorge Barrera, present. So we do have quorum. We will now move to Citizens' Communications and Recognitions. And there are no citizens' communications at this time, so we will move to recognitions.
Good evening, Mr. President, distinguished members of the board, and of course, Superintendent Mijares. Thank you for allowing me to spend some time with you this evening. Our first recognition for tonight will be for Eagle Pass High School's very own Alexa Martinez. EPHS is proud to announce that Alexa has been named a St. Edward's Camp Scholarship recipient. This scholarship will be divided amongst her four-year career for a total of $222,000. Way to go, Alexa. At this time, we invite the board and Superintendent Mijares to join us for photos. If we do have the parents or family in the audience, we invite you to join us with the scholar. At this time, we will be taking recognitions 2 through 4 at the same time. At this time, we are happy to applaud the efforts of 4 remarkable CC1 seniors as they are about to stand before us as scholarship recipients of 3 of the most prestigious scholarships in the country. Earning the illustrious Gates Millennium Scholarship are Ricardo Chavarria and Sergio Long. Joining them with the Minnie Stevens Piper Scholarship is Raimi Martinez, and rounding out our quartet with the Terry Foundation Scholarship is Caleb Medellin. Way to go, Mavericks! Once again, if our scholars' parents are joining us this evening, we invite you to join us for the photo. We will now move on to recognitions 5 through 6. Radar Elementary is no stranger to success with Imagine Math. This year, they once again defied the odds and snatched the third place title in the Lone Star Math Cup. And let's not forget, their very own third grade student, Nathan Martinez, was named top Imagine Math leader. Way to go, Mavs, and please keep putting Radar on the map. If Nathan's parents are here, we invite you to join us as well. Continuing with our Radar Elementary accolades, we now bring up Miss Cardenas's fourth grade class to celebrate that the entire class had perfect attendance for 7 straight weeks. Attendance is definitely working in Maverick Country. Way to go, Mavs. Parents, if you would like to get the photo of the class before we get our official one, you can come and take your photo of the class at this time before we take the official group photo. Only recognition. Up next, congratulations are in order for the first ever Water Warriors cohort, devised of students from Eagle Pass High School and CC Wynn High School. This year, the students immersed themselves into a world filled with leadership skills that led them to several very large accomplishments. Congrats, Warriors, and way to cement your future. At this time, if there are any parents who'd like to come to the middle to take a photo of the group photo, a group shot before we get our official photo, you are welcome to do so at this time. this time, we will play a short video so you can take a look at just what these students have accomplished this year.
Hey guys, we're the Water Warriors. Right now we're at the Capitol, as you can see. Today we're going to present our Water Warrior campaign on water conservation, and we're happy to be here. We're loving it so excited. We're loving it so far. We've been here for 2 days. It's been back-to-back events, and we're loving it. We're loving every meeting. We're meeting really qualified people, and it's a great experience.
We've learned so many new things, and we can't wait, and we're so grateful for our experiences here.
Thank you.
I love the program. New experiences, meeting new people, teaches you a lot of new things.
Howdy there, I'm with the Water Warriors program from Eagle Pass, and right now I'm in the Texas Capitol preparing to present my final project in front of Eddie Morales. This program has taught leadership, and right now it's going to test it too.
Hey, I'm Chris. I'm here with the Water Warriors group at the Texas Capitol, Austin. This is the dome we're currently at, and I've really enjoyed this program.
So you are probably wondering, how did we get here? The Eagle Pass Water Warriors system, with support from our board members, launched the Water Warriors program in April 2023. This initiative aims to develop leadership skills and raise awareness about water-related issues. Students from EPISD applied and were interviewed, with 12 selected from each high school. Monthly meetings featured our guest speakers like State Rep Eddie Morales and Mayor Rolando Salinas, giving students the chance to interact with community leaders. They also worked on projects covering topics like water conservation, pollution, and recycling. The program concluded with students presenting their projects at the state capitol alongside our state rep. We have seen positive growth in participants and aim to continue shaping future leaders who care about our water.
I will recommend this program to anybody who wants to join, especially next year. I feel like it's going to be even better now that we know all the stuff.
At this time, we would like to recognize the Radar Elementary teachers who's earned top marks in this year's Imagine Math Lone Star competition. Eagle Pass High School's softball dynasty, led by Coach of the Year Oscar Reese, remained intact this season as the ladies earned another remarkable district champ title. They are also proud to boast that this title was earned when they went undefeated. Job well done, Lady Eagles. Racing up next are recognitions 10 and 11, as we recognize Eagle Pass High School's boys and girls track programs. This season, EPHS Ready, Set, Go, all their way from district to regionals and ultimately area. The boys and girls did not mess around this season and snagged medals galore. Way to go, Eagle Track and Field. At this time, if there are any parents that would like to get their group shot before we get our official photo, this is your time to do so. Recognitions 12 through 15 are definitely music to our ears as we are about to applaud the Mighty Eagle Band's program's many accomplishments. Up first, EPHS Color Guard snagged their second consecutive TECA state championship title. Mariachi Águilas del Norte snatched first at the Tammy U Mariachi Festival and earned nods as best trumpets, violins, and armonia. The concert band earned a First Division Superior Rating in concert, and 2 bands earned First Division Superior Rating in sight reading, making them a sweepstakes band. And rounding us out, the Mighty Eagle Band participated in the region UIL solo and ensemble competition and received a total of 19 solo medals and 91 ensemble medals. Now that's a stellar year. Way to go, Mighty Eagle Band. At this time, if there are any parents who'd like to, yes, take the group photo, now's your chance to do so. Congratulations are definitely in order for CC1 High School's very own Javier Ramirez. Javier clinched the district title in the 3,200-meter run. Way to race towards success, Javier, as he collected nods in area and regionals as well. For outstanding achievement in leadership, service, and activities that improve the school and community, CC1 High School Student Council has been named a Sweepstakes Council. Sweepstakes councils must be recognized as an outstanding student council and receive awards in the following categories of Dash, Pride and Patriotism, and Energy and Environment, as well as submitting a community service report. The Texas Association of Student Councils, known as TASC, has 1,166 member schools. Of those schools, CC1 High School is one of the 230 student councils statewide that received this highly esteemed honor. Way to go, Mavs! If there are any family members that would like to take a group photo, you may do so at this time. Just do it. Don't do it. So you want me to do it? You just announced it. Congratulations are in order for CC1 High School's golf program, who had a stellar season. A special recognition to the girls' golf team that won district champs for this year. And in April, they proudly represented their school at regionals. Way to go, golf program. Our final recognition for this evening is to recognize the migrant parents Ana Limon, Marisol Perez, Edna Marquez, and Ilsa Alvarez for their video participation in the presentation for the National Association of State Directors of Migrant Education. This evening, they are represented by our Migrant Director, Mr. Timoteo Charas. The EPISD Migrant Department is so very grateful for all the help they provided this year. Thank you.
Now we will move on to district reports and presentations. We will take 1, 2, and 3 together. Mr. Mijares, ¿cómo andamos?
Yes, the financial report, the utility report, and the tax report, all of them look very favorable. We're doing really good with our expenditures. And we're getting ready to present the budget next week, hopefully, if not at the next board meeting. Also, we were just notified by the state that we were able to come successful with the appeal process for the values. We were looking at losing between $2 to $5 million, and we will no longer be losing any funds. So that was a very good news. We got that today, and that's gonna help us tremendously for the budget process and for this year's finances. I don't know if there are any other questions.
That is very good news, and congratulations and good job to you all.
I just want to say that Lineberger, we chose them to be the firm to represent us, and they never dropped the ball. They were very successful in the process, and they were very successful in us winning the appeal. So I just want to point out that they were excellent at all levels.
Good. Thank you. That is great news. Any questions by the board? If not, we will move to action items. Number 1, consider and take appropriate action on the request to award sealed proposal number 242603 for Eagle Pass High School and CC Wayne High School cross-country trails, and the board delegates the superintendent or designee the authority to make related budgeted purchases of goods and services as per board policy CH, and to amend the budget accordingly to include matters related to this project. Mr. Mijares?
Yes, this is for the trails already. We have been working on this for some time, and if you have any questions, Rolly's here to answer any questions. Mr. Salinas.
Any questions for Mr. Salinas? If not, do we have a motion? Motion by Mr. Perry. Do we have a second? Second by Trustee Martinez. Any other questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, consider take appropriate action on the request to approve final instructional materials recommendations considered under Proclamation 2024 as examined and selected by the Technology and Instructional Materials Allotment Team.
Yes, this is something that we bring every year to the board. It's a proclamation on our instructional materials. We have Patrick here. Patrick's not here. Oh, Patrick, just in case the board has any questions.
Any big changes or anything that we need to be aware of?
This is a proclamation 2024. The state will periodically call out for new instructional materials. They will update the TEKS, the curriculum for certain subject areas, and they will go ahead and call out for proposals from publishers to go ahead and develop materials to match the updates. So for Proclamation 2024, we've got science K through 12, personal finance, literacy and economics, technology applications, and some courses through K being career development. Those are the courses where the TEKS were updated. This is a multi-year process. The state will go ahead and call out for the materials. Companies will submit proposals. The SBOE, State Board of Education, will go ahead and evaluate those materials. They have state committees. They will go ahead and gauge the coverage of the TEKS, and then they will approve certain titles. And that's where, once that is published, we as a district will only select from the SBOE approved materials. It just gives us a lot of coverage, and it makes sense. So The course that really encompasses district-wide coverage is the science K through 12. So there was a lot of involvement. Did order sample material from the publishers. Those went to campuses, to teachers for teacher evaluation. Mr. Vierma went ahead and worked with committee, science teachers. They trained on the updated TEKS, and then those teachers in turn went ahead and participated in helping selecting the materials. So teachers were given the opportunity to go ahead and vote. So I attached the results of that. So it's a direct teacher vote.
Okay.
So we had one vendor that was selected K through 12, and that's a majority. The other just one course on the environmental systems. That was the only title that was offered on the SBOE approved list, and the others that are listed.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? If not, do we have a motion? We have a motion by Trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes unanimous. Number 3, consider to take appropriate action on the request to certify all items listed on the 2024-2025 certification of provisions of instructional material survey.
Yes, we still have Patrick, if you have any questions.
Yes. That's a yearly survey that districts are required to complete. And basically all we're doing is telling TEA what materials we have approved for every subject area and make sure they're 100% compliant on the SBOE. And again, this is an item that's presented to the board every year. So in order for us to be able to order materials through their portal, we have to pretty much have that approved, board approved, and submitted back to them.
So we're approving so you can buy material.
These are titles that have been approved throughout all the years, through all the proclamations, and the state wants to know exactly what materials we have in place that the teachers are using to teach the content in every subject area.
Got it. Okay. Questions from the board? If there's no questions, do you have a motion? Motion by Dr. Alvarez. Do we have a second? Second. Second by Trustee Perry. No other questions? All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 4, consider and take appropriate action on the request to apply for a low attendance waiver with the Texas Education Agency.
Yes, this is for us to, anytime there's a variance of 10% or more in any of the, in any day during the year, we can apply for a waiver. And we have several dates that happen during the year. You know, anytime there's a safety concern, we have a couple for inclement weather. So we apply for that waiver so that we can waive those days to be counted for ADA. So we have Mr. Montalvo here, just in case anybody has any questions.
Questions?
Mr. Montalvo, were there 3 days that we're requesting?
Yes, there's 3 days that we're requesting, 2 district-wide days. Those were in January when we had inclement weather. We were below freezing overnight, and subsequently we had a delayed start to the school day. And unfortunately, our attendance was below the 10% from the previous year. And the 3rd day was a safety concern at Eagle Pass High School.
Thank you.
Thank you. If there's no other questions, do we have a motion?
So move.
We have a motion by Trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Perry. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Thank you. Now we will move to consent items. We'll take 1 through 6. Any questions? If not, do we have a motion? We have a motion by Trustee Perry. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Martinez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Consent items pass. If you can thank our donors on behalf of the board.
Yes, we will.
At this time, the Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District will convene in closed session as authorized by the Texas Government Code, Chapter 551, to deliberate upon the following matters. Item number 8, the board will hear the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074. The board will hear the request to approve term contracts as presented. The board will hear the request to hire a professional employee to be assigned by the superintendent as special education director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent. And the board will hear the request to hire a professional employee to be assigned by superintendent as transportation director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent. Do I have a motion to convene in closed session?
So moved.
We have a motion by Dr. Alvarez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Perry. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. The time is 6:28 PM and the date is Monday, May 13, 2024, and the Board of Trustees is now in closed session, and no action will be taken in closed session. is 6:51 p.m. The date is Monday, May 13, 2024, and the Board of Trustees of the Eagle Pass Independent School District is now in open session, and we will move to item number 9. Number 1, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074.
Mr. President, I move to approve the request to hire personnel to fill vacancies pursuant to TGC 551.074.
We have a motion by Trustee Perry. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 2, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to approve term contracts as presented. And I move to approve the request to approve term contracts as presented. Do we have a second? Second by Trustee Perry. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 3, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire a professional employee to be assigned by superintendent as special education director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent. Do we have a motion?
Mr. President, I move to approve the hiring of Miriam E. Aguilar as professional employee to be assigned by superintendent as special education director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
We have a motion by Dr. Alvarez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Trustee Martinez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Number 4, the board will consider and take appropriate action on the request to hire a professional employee to be assigned by superintendent as transportation director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent. Do we have a motion?
Mr. President, I move to approve the hiring of William W. Davis as professional employee to be assigned by superintendent as transportation director, subject to possible future reassignment by the superintendent.
We have a motion by Trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. Questions? If not, all in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Mr. Mijares, correspondence and information?
Yes, on Wednesday, May 15th, we have the Chamber of Commerce Top 5 Luncheon at 11:30 at the ICT. On Thursday, May 16th, we have the Eagle Pass FFA Banquet at 6 p.m. at CC1 High School Gymnasium. On Tuesday, May 21st, we have the Retirement Banquet at 6 p.m. at the Fine Arts Building. Friday, May 24th, we have the Eagle Pass High School graduation. And the amenities are going to start at 6:30 in the arena. On Saturday, we have the CC Win graduation, and the hospitality will be at the arena at 6:30. On Tuesday, June 11th, we have a June board meeting. And I'm going to discuss with everybody that maybe we might possibly have a meeting on Monday, but we'll get together and discuss that for the information on the track and other items. On Wednesday, June 12th, we have SLI from the 12th to June 15th in San Antonio. And just a reminder, the yearly cybersecurity training must be completed by June 28th of 2024, and all events are in your calendar. That's all I have.
Thank you. And finally, adjournment. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
So moved.
A motion by Trustee Martinez. Do we have a second?
Second.
Second by Dr. Alvarez. All in favor? All opposed? Motion passes. Meeting is adjourned. It is 6:56 p.m.